Hi everyone, I'm going to be starting out with the AMX-30 tonight, which finally got done to grind. As you can see here, I have on a little bit of a costume, thanks to Randall for purchasing that. Don't know how good my hippie talk is though. Anyway, let's get going here. Nice to see a lot of you guys are here already. Like usual, I'm going to be doing a lot of viewer requests tonight. Hopefully not getting tangled in this hair here. Anyway, this is my second battle in this thing. My first battle here, like 10-15 minutes ago, didn't go too well. I forgot to equip a fire extinguisher by mistake, and I got set on fire. Anyway, not exactly the best map in the world here for this. Alright. Whoopsie daisy. I'm gonna blame that on not being able to see. Doesn't seem like anyone's wanting to go out on this side of the map, so... let's see. Hopefully everyone had a good day though. Hopefully I don't run into and I can't even freaking spot them. Go figure. Just I guess there's no point in me pushing out here. I literally don't have any help. The tortoise is gonna sit in the corner, which it's not too helpful for me. I'm just gonna have to fall back. Just, it stinks. I want to push, but we have our light tanks and, you know, tanks that might be able to help me out over here, all sitting basically as far back as possible in the town. Hopefully everyone enjoys the little change of scenery here. Alright. Both of their tier 9 TDs are over there. It's just... This is probably gonna end bad. It's just... I'm not just gonna sit here and wait for... My team's already down two tanks over there, and I got smacked by Artie. This M46 is spotting me. I don't have Sixth Sense. There he is. Yeah, I don't have Sixth Sense, and fortunately, I guess I'm just gonna go alone here. This isn't exactly a tank to be doing that in. It just... This is gonna really suck. Because I can't spot both of them based off of where they're at. I gotta pick one or another. But the tortoise is honestly not moving, and I'm about to get RD'd. A few more seconds here. Yeah. This is definitely not how I want to play this thing. I know that. But I also know that probably don't want to push into town in this thing. It's like, come on, dude. Are you literally gonna wait for me to die the entire time? I guess I'm just gonna run away. What else can I do? But, yeah. I don't think tonight is gonna be a blacklist friendly night for me here. I don't think he can get any further into that corner. We're not out of this though. We're tied. It's just It's really freaking frustrating when all I needed was that tortoise to kind of pop up and help out a little bit. The accuracy on this thing isn't the best. I'm hoping... Nah, he chose the other way. I was hoping the M46 would pop that way. Which I'll catch up on chat here after the battle, since being one-shottable, I'm trying not to make too many mistakes here, which this is probably going to be one of them. And the M41 pulled up because, hey, look at the tortoise still sitting in the corner. I don't even think he's playing. Yeah. Gotta love it. Alright, so we have a T-29, Levi pick. I have an object 252U. Alright, so I would probably say, you know, that's all the tank requests I'm going to put up for now. Which, hi everyone that just popped in here. Yeah, it's all I'm going to put up them for now, but it's going to be pushing it if I can get to any more here. Pershing's up next here, because I am going to, you know, mix in a couple grinds. Couple grinds here. I even got my peace tea here. Yeah, that guy, he wasn't even playing. Which, it just stinks because the main reason I was kind of pushing out there is, hey, I have a tortoise behind me. Maybe he can shoot and help a little bit. If he had, you know, if nobody else was on that flank with me, I honestly would have just ditched it and I would have just went to the other one. Because there's no point in me fighting it alone in a tank with no armor. But, yeah, it's just... it's frustrating at times. It is the same, yes. I wrote the tank that I had. That's all. It's no problem, Floyd. You know, tank requests, they fill up every single stream, so... I would say my cousin actually has hair this long, so... I'm living a couple hours in his shoes here. I don't think I'll ever have long hair, and I'm about 30 minutes into this. Oh, he popped up on the other corner. I did not expect him there. Should still be able to squeak by. You saw that little dip. I was looking out for that. Did not wanna flip myself there. That's happened. Maybe it's happened before. You guys tell me. Right now there are no eyes on this T10. I'm actually really okay. He's still there. I'm really afraid that he was gonna flank me. Literally, there's no eyes on him, or not him, but that flank there. Hi everyone, just popping in. Say this is the Halloween costume. We have a Christmas one, now we have a Halloween one here. On T95, you can do it. I don't know how you do it, Jabo. I hit him on the upper plate there for that to ricochet. Here we go. Hey, T95, I think he's got the small gun. So far, so good. He's a goner. It suits me. Please don't say that. Honestly, for whatever reason, my mom has a aversion to long hair to where if she saw me even with a wig here, she'd probably freak out. I mainly keep it short though, because working in the kitchen, it gets pretty hot. I don't think I'm gonna be directly in front of him. Close. He's behind that second set of buildings there. There is a Borsig. Probably right where I end up, but how can't already hit the T95? It's sitting right in frickin' open there. Like, that does not make any sense. Okay, going for it here. Probably get myself into some trouble, but I am really hoping that I can set him on fire. I got a chance for one more shot here. He's probably got a repair kit, yes. Slow him down a little bit. It's just our north, they're not going to be able to push now. That thing is a lot faster than you would think now. What do you mean, Azul? Levi a costume? Oh, no, he definitely would not wear one. Could attempt it, but he would probably hate me. He already got his haircut today. He's back there. So I think that's about it for him today. Might as well just go get this T95 out. Let's say I see the prototype back there still, but once this guy's out, it's very, very easy for us. It's their biggest gun left. Most armor. And he just helped me out here a little bit. Pretty straightforward match in Pershing here. Tried not to get in front of any guns that were too big for me to deal with, but worked out. 2200 damage so far. Leave the T95 alone? He's not that lucky. Unfortunately, he went to one of like the most open spots to get flanked. Yeah. Like he kind of did it to himself there, to be honest. I was about to say, hopefully everyone enjoys the... I should have shot when I had the chance. The hippie costume here. I think it's a pretty decent costume since masks were out of the question. It would be pretty hard for me to play and, you know, keep it on. And yeah. Alright, he got nuked. Thanks, little Bobo. Hey, nice, Gus. You got access to the sandbox? Yeah, I saw that on Discord. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'm probably going to be back on there at some point. I need to get that's from the tank reward thing. I need to get screenshots of the mini maps. I need to get a couple of them because there aren't any, and also like fly out views. I need to get replays. There aren't any really for me to start working on my map strategies, so I gotta do a little bit of digging there. So that's gonna be a little bit of work. Hopefully I can get into some training rooms easy. I would say that does look a little bit like me right now in this. The hair. What you posted on Discord. Well, I'm not going to be doing it not today, probably not tomorrow or anything. I don't know when exactly, to be honest, but sometime soon, hopefully. But thanks for, you know, offering. I might ask on Discord if I'm having, you know, troubles doing it. I will try to after this battle, Azul, if I remember. Has somebody spot it before me. I was a little bit not distracted, but not paying attention, I should say. I've been spotted, so hopefully, alright, I got one little spot there. Gotta run away now. Hopefully without getting killed. Now I'm not spotted again. I didn't want to pop up because the 140 could potentially hit me there. Ooh. I did not want to do that. See if this works. Probably isn't gonna go too well, but I'm trying to do something a little bit different here because my team is not gonna. They're not gonna do well up in the northeast corner. Even if I stay up there to try to help dish some damage out, that's not gonna go too well. Just need this 140 spotted again for me. It ain't gonna fly. Oh crap, maybe I did spot him. I was, again, not paying attention. Hey, it's the wig. I have an excuse today. It's gonna be hard for me to get solid shots off here, but every little bit kind of adds up. They can't protect against every single side here as much as they probably would like to. Hello Abdul, nice to see you. Actually, Northeast did pretty damn well. Never mind. Object 140 ran away. They still did a pretty good job. But time for me to hopefully break that open. So really, they just have a Tiger 2 left. I'm well aware of that, but we can kill the Tiger too. That opens up a lot more of our, or not our, but the map for us here. Conqueror. Wasn't expecting him, which I'm itchy. Thank you, Artie. That was wonderful. Thanks, Super Cat. Hello. Hello, yeah, Victor. I don't know if you just popped in. You might have been here. Are so good in the T29, or not T29, T49. Sorry. Completely different tank here. I think he spotted me. Whoop. Abort. Surprise. Yeah, a little over 1,700 damage. Almost 3,000 assists. That's not too bad. I know. I felt Retro went with this pretty well there. Thanks, Gramford offer too. Alright, so we got a Mastery Badge 2nd class. Most amount of the experience. Damage a little bit lower, but assist damage definitely brought me up quite a bit there. So I have a Malshin up next here, which still I'm at 11k. Technically I'm grinding the engine. I just don't want to spend great experience on it. Need to fluff my hair here. But you wanted to see a little bit more of a close-up here. Ta-da! I even have my Woodstock shirt that I definitely did not buy yesterday. Am I gonna scout in this? Not on this map. I also feel like someone I went to school with. He always had hair kind of like this, and yeah. Driving me crazy. The Malshin's basically like it's like the mouse used to be like 2-3 years ago, honestly, before it got incrementally buffed until recently, where it got 2 significant buffs like within the span of 2 or 3 patches. But yeah, it kind of goes to show, like, going from the tier 8 VK to the tier 9 Malshin and the tier 10 mouse now, like the game, like the power creep in a way, because this used to, not that it's the same as the tier 10 mouse used to be, but it's closer than the tier 10 mouse is now to the old mouse, say a few years ago, to where it definitely, it just goes to show you how much the game is kind of, for lack of better words, progressed. Need some beads. Thanks for tipping Levi, Gus. I'll get to him, oh, he's 75. I never... How do you turn yourself over on that map, or in this map? I'll tip him after the battle here. What do you mean, standard users? If you're using the standard like graphical settings, you won't get any of the new visuals as far as I'm concerned, but the maps will look different because they're changing, you know, all the terrain and whatnot in it. From Wargaming kind of released a Q&A, which is a little bit weird because they've released the questions and the answers. Like, they treated it as like a real Q&A, like people asking them it, but it was really just them. But in it, it sounds like when HD maps come along, which to me, they hint at more that they're going to be coming this year at some point. If there's a few maps not finished, which is very possible, they might actually remove those maps from the game for a patch or two until they're updated into HD, and just release all the HD maps in a patch. Or you might even have the same thing to where, or a different thing where you have HD maps and standard maps, so the graphics will be different depending on the map you get, until they patch them all. I don't think they've 100% settled on what they are doing yet when it comes to that. Levi, they're called Yummy Chummies, but they're basically just salmon dog biscuits. It's the only thing he can eat right now. I say we had a lot of people up on the 2 line. Now we have a lot of people around me. I'm gonna get down. I don't even know how I blocked the first one, to be honest. Why are you hiding, KV for? Like, at least they're doing pretty well on the 2 line. They've got them pushed back pretty far. Come on, dude. You guys can push. You know, the 2 tanks back there are not doing anything. Trying to keep these guys heading that way, so the 3 tanks we have up on the 2 line just start pushing into them. I'm over angling here just in case someone else gets a shot on me other than that Conqueror. He can pen me regardless, as long as he actually aims. But Venturian just missed. Very nice. This is where the upgraded engine will help out a little bit here. Can't really turn all that much. Shooting to his engine deck. We really need to worry about that. Come to think of it, I guess I'm gonna start heading back just in case. I'm closer to their cap, but it's not gonna matter honestly if, you know, we get capped out. So thank you, PZ2A. But yeah, more or less the HD maps. They did say the maps getting reworked the most. I was kind of talking about last stream when I was playing them. Oh god, there's a tank in front of me. Now there's not. One was Fjords. They're going to be working like the center, like north area a lot. Specifically towards the right side of the map. So the one the side that has the peninsula that everyone camps on. They're also going to be working Fisherman's Bay quite a bit, adding some more cover, I believe. And the other one, I forget. They're adding a little bit more cover in the field area on both sides. And then there's one more, but I honestly, it's not coming to me right now. I can actually, I will look it up really quick though. But yeah, it's just, it's something that I'm glad that they're reworking some maps, made, or you know, not the whole thing, but a lot of them. Oh, it's Erlingberg they were doing. So Erlingberg, Fjords, and Fisherman's Bay are getting the largest reworks to them. So we have a Master Badge First Class here. Top 2 damage. Top 3 experience, not too bad. Helps me get my engine a little bit sooner here. Little by little. But the Malsham, honestly, I haven't checked its stats recently, but for the first like month or two when I looked at its stats, it was at the top of win percentage for tier 9s for standard tanks. Alright, so we have a PZ34 request here. I know. I honestly didn't even expect to damage him. I'm not sure, Floyd. Honestly, after I got done streaming yesterday up until a little bit ago, I haven't really had time to look at anything. But the problem with the sandbox was all Chinese TDs and the WZ-111 5A heavy were causing the crashes. So if you had one of them on your team, that caused you not to load in. So unless everyone's avoiding them or they patched it, then it's still going on. Well, every single map is getting overhauled, but those 3 maps specifically, Fjords, Erlingberg, and Fisherman's Bay are getting reworked the most, like more than just cosmetic and small little changes to say elevation, hills, and a little bit like different cover and stuff. Like Redshire, where they added the blimp, that's a pretty big change, but the changes, you know, say that they're going to be making the Fjords are going to be much larger than that. So and they also kind of stated that at this point, you know, for the time being, Assault, not that everyone plays it, Assault and Encounter, they will not be adding any more maps for it, or it sounded like in a way that they were going to leave Assault and Encounter versions of, you know, maps even that get HD reworks, you know, standard graphics. That's PZ. That guy gets like, where the hell did he go? Please don't tell me that. Oh, duh. I saw this PZ3. I'm like completely out of it here. It must be the costume. I saw his icon moving back and forth really fast, and I'm like, what's going on? If you want to see the full Q&A though, go to Rita's ritastattersupport.live. That was a stupid little slide for me there. Fortunately, oop, I'm not going to be the only one trying to push on him. He's trying to get me too, because he probably has a, he's got a pretty decent amount of rate of fire. You ain't going anywhere. Not exactly gonna light up the scoreboard here. My team's just steamrolling them, but yeah. Sometimes getting on, mid tiers here. This is, even though it doesn't always look like it, it's just a straight up brawling map. There's not really any wide open spaces and stuff to really work around the enemy or fight at long range. It's just straight up push right through them. So typically it's either, for mid tiers, over very quick for you, you die very early, or your team ends up just taking the early lead and you don't really get too much accomplished. Unless your team camps, but I'm gonna be able to eke out a little bit more here. Maybe. Oh there, buddy. Can you please not? Okay, I guess you're just gonna be a dick and do that. I was trying to back up because it's easier for me to go down our side that we were on than go down this side, which I'm probably gonna die. Nope. Yep. No, I'm gonna roll. Totally meant to do that. I was not expecting to roll, I was expecting to slide down. Trying to get one more shot. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, there's no more tanks to... Every time you kill a tank, it extends it by 3 seconds. Thank you, Dwayne. Thanks for tipping Levi. I actually forgot to, so... Let's give him... He's gonna get 2 very, very stinky biscuits here. Hey, buddy. Alright, let's get... It's a little hard for me to... Get a biscuit. It's on your paw. It's really hard for me actually to turn around in this thing, to be honest. So let's pull up Levi's cam here. Here you go, bud. Yeah. Gotta chew the thing. Well, he's trying to eat it. Oh, there we go. He found the other one. Thanks for tipping him. Both of you guys. But ended up top 2 damage. Almost out damaged their entire team too. Their VK that survived got a little bit in at the end there. But T29. Thanks, Grigsby. I'm glad you enjoyed my attempt at basically killing myself there. So T29 up here. Thanks again for the tip. Glad I can make it a little bit more interesting there. Karaoke? Please no. But yeah, thanks Gus and Victor. Levi is... Yep, he's very happy now. Alright. Hello, Alpha Dog. Let's say anyone curious, it's Halloween here now. I have not converted to hippieism. I think that's a thing. Right, Ryan? It's a word. And if it isn't a word, it's a word now. Alright, so T29, there's a couple tier 8s. I think I'm gonna fight out this way. You used my phrase there, Grigsby, a win's a win. It gets you through a lot of things in tanks, honestly. Honestly, Grigsby, I saw that when I logged on earlier. And at first I'm like, Wargaming noticed me. They want me to test something. And then I looked at it closer. You know, they offered the what is it? Canon. I think it's, I forget the abbreviation. 105 basically. Tier 8 French premium TD that's going to be releasing somewhat soon. They released it early, so you get it in your garage after you play a battle, I believe, if you have a premium account on any server. And you can buy it for the very small price of $100. Yeah, right. It comes with other stuff, but a lot of it's very heavily fluffed, the package. The TD in itself, it's not a bad TD. If you like French TDs, it's similar to them. It's not going to, excuse me, be the easiest to play though, because armor wise it's, you know, it doesn't have much armor going for it, whereas some French TDs, you know, around that tier, starting at about tier 7, you start getting a little bit of armor to work with. It doesn't really have any, so it's extremely map dependent, but balance wise it's very good at dishing out damage, being like a long range mobile TD. It just doesn't really have any other role for it. As far as pre-purchasing it early, you know, in a way, you know, Wargaming got me to look it up. I've never seen them offer something like that in that way, but after looking at it, it's a little bit, they're trying to trick people in a way. Yeah. But anyone interested, honestly, if you just wait, I forget when the specific time frame was, but if you wait, you know, say a week or two, or I think it's a week or two later here, or even just, it might just be a few days. They have it listed on their article for like October offerings or something like that, where it's the next new premium tank to be released on that calendar. The STG was the last one, I believe, and you're going to be able to get it for like half the price, if not even lower, since it's a TD, without all the extra stuff if you don't want that. So yeah, as long as you wait, because it says ultimate package on there, that's going to be their highest end package when it goes on sale for everyone in the gift shop. If you just wait, you'll be able to get it without all the fluff, and you know, it'll be a lot cheaper. Holy crap. Luckily he's got the small gun there. I should be able to bounce him. Good. Crap, he's actually holding a shot. Not to say I'm surprised, but the way he was moving, I was not expecting him to hold a shot there. There wasn't more than just, you know, one tank here. I'd push on the CDC, but I don't have full HP, so I can't take too much of a risk. My team is ahead, but still no HP damage. That's what I'm mainly working on here, is not taking any HP damage, because once I get through this T-29, I'm fairly confident, as long as Artie doesn't hit me through this little gap, I can take on the CDC. Even though there's a Tiger 2 right there, which, oh my god. Obviously I cannot see today because I did not see that Tiger 2. Don't know how I didn't see the Tiger 2. He didn't even see me, it looks like. So we're all fine and dandy here. Him and I have a thing going. Honestly, I thought he was on the other side of the wall for some reason. Oh my god. Anyway, 2700 damage, 720 block, and a little bit of assist. The deluxe challenge in the WZ-111, sure thing. Bad face. Well, yeah, it's not the most expensive thing, but the way that they're doing it is they're trying to push it like, you know, they hand select at you when it's all premium account holders that got the offer just for you. And they're making it seem like, it does say get it early, but, you know, just wait. At most, I would say the furthest away it is a month, but it's not something that, even if you have French TDs and you really want a premium crew trainer, even though I think it's decently balanced and a good TD for its tier, it's still not worth buying that package unless you want all those personal reserves going with it. Hello, Nice Cuppa. You see Hippie Tanker here. Still haven't come up with a name for Hippie Tanker yet. Got a Master Badge First Class. Most amount of damage somehow, even though I couldn't even see tanks right in front of me. A little bit of credits. All in all, pretty decent match here. Thank you for requesting the T29. Let me add something to Chatbot Shop. Alright, so we have a deluxe challenge in the WZ-111. Yeah, it's Ryan plays tanks. That was her initial intention.
Yeah, he's supposed to dress up like me, but he's afraid what you guys will think.
No, I'm afraid of what new people would think. It'd be a little bit weird, in my opinion.
I think it would be hilarious.
I'd have to explain it quite a bit, and that would get annoying.
I am a brunette, but they didn't have brunette wigs.
That sounds right, Alpha. I know it's on their calendar. I just forgot exactly what date it is. Alright, so with this... okay. So 2.5 times HP here. I was trying to wait for the matchmaking in case I got screwed, like if the whole other side is freaking tank destroyers. I was gonna do 2x because armor on this is good, but it's definitely not overwhelming. Say like the 112. So I got to get the 3,875 between block, assist, and damage. Oh, Ryan missed a hello again. You know, I think I'm gonna go this way. I'm definitely gonna be skirting the edge of being really late here, but I think I like what I'm seeing for the matchup up here. Okay, hopefully the sandbox, I think it's gonna be up this upcoming week. My goal is I need to get screenshots of the mini-maps fully blown up, several of them, so I can kind of piece them together without any tanks on them. And also replays of each map, so I can do zoomed out versions of them. I can work on some map strategies and make some videos for them specifically. Ooh, that's not good. The RU got shot. He got shot. I'm gonna get shot at. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. Just took a crap shot there. Have a good game and sell me on the tank? Well, I don't know if you have the IS-6 or not, but basically the WZ-111, more mobile, easier to use gun as far as gun handling goes, but it's fairly similar to it. I would say this is similar to the IS-6 compared to the 112 that's really slated towards the armor in the kind of trio, but this is more, you know, it's easier to go around the map with. Armor wise though, it's a pinch squishier, which is the problem that you get with this. But last I actually checked, like I look on like sites like VV Attic and whatnot, this was outperforming both the 112 and the IS-6 as far as win percentage, damage, experience, stuff like that, and credits earned. Because the pen is definitely a problem, like the other two tanks. However, since you have a little bit more mobility to work with, you can skirt around that problem a little bit more. Ah, he still died. I guess I should be happy. But I'm doing a challenge and I'm alone up here. Even though my team is starting to die. We have bigger concerns than inviting each other to platoons. I hit him. A little bit of guesswork there. Oopsie daisy. I don't think he expected me to still be here. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, but it's definitely squishier. I'm not going to be able to get the challenge either at this point. I don't really have enough people behind me. So anyway, congratulations. Plus the super person shoot an APCR, which I'm not surprised. Congrats on winning the challenge, Sean. Not that I stood no chance there from where I put myself. But yeah, I do like it. Because the added mobility definitely helps. But yeah, it does die pretty easily if you're against things that actually have penetration. It's got a really weak lower plate. Sides aren't exactly the strongest either. It's just the upper glacis and the turret that have the armor behind them. Doesn't help though that my team went into the standard, let's sit right here and let the enemy have the entire map. So, got closer to the challenge than I thought, but yeah. Alright, so Levi has a pickup here. Levi, maybe he wants to see me in my newest tank. See if I can actually get a win in the thing. Hello, Sid Rowe. Nice to see you. All right. Up after this, I got the Object 252U, T28 prototype, T55A. Ryan's got a pick, and I got a Volkswagen camper up. Don't know what tank I'm gonna pick for that. Alright. Counter. I'm on another map where really would like a little bit of armor. It's the turret front got buffed on this, but it's still not. Do not push the hill. Yeah, that's literally one of the worst things that you could. Honestly, I would go to WZ-111 over at IS-6 right now. I'd probably take it over to 112 as well. That match wasn't a really good show for it, to be honest. Like, they're all freaking listening to him, too. They're all freaking running for the corner. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Now I'm gonna know that this guy gives out very bad advice. We have a WZ-111-5A running for the back. E50M running for the back. Like, are you freaking kidding me here? Like, I'm just gonna run away too, because yeah, let's go run in the corner. Or I guess maybe I won't, because I actually have, you know, us low tiers are going up here. Honestly though, like I said, the blacklist is definitely going to grow a lot tonight, and all three of our tier 10s are on it for running and hiding in the corner. Like, I have no words right now. I have seen some weird stuff before, but this is a little bit too far. Which I can't fight against the frickin' M48. I can't pen him. Gold, I might be able to pen his cupola. This is just... yeah. The JPZ started it all, but why did everyone frickin' follow him to... oh my god. Like... I hate to say it, but now we'd be better off not going to the hill, you know? Because, you know, tier 8's pushing up against their high tiers is, you know, it's not it's not really a winnable situation. I'm just gonna try to chuck HE at him, but this thing's not exactly good at fighting against armored opponents at long range, given the accuracy on it and the pen. Oh my god. They're still not shooting anything at all in the south because there's nothing there. It's encounter mode. Like, I'm glad I put them on the blacklist because they're, I don't even know. Well, probably the one match to where if you would see me like rage because of a team, this would probably be it. But I can't do that wearing a hippie outfit. I'm just gonna chuck heat at it all, cause screw it. My team is obviously not gonna help us out too much here. I'm trying to help you out, guys. E50M, yeah, I'm kind of roping him into things. I'm gonna honestly take him off though, because at least he pushed up a little bit there, even though it was too late. That was just insane. Hey, the JPZ finally came across some tanks in the south there. And the WZ-111-5A, you know? Do I feel bad about throwing heat here? Not this match. Ooh, I'm gonna... ooh, I just bounced the JPZ-100. I know the turret armor got buffed on this, but... that was definitely a little bit of a risky shot there. If we win this, yeah. All of us up here trying to hold them on the hill were the cause of the win. Don't spot me, T-49. Oh, I freaking didn't kill that Emil. Ooh, at least they killed him. I don't, like, honestly, I don't care if people, you know, might not have good stats or not. It's promoting your team to do something that 99% of the time does not work. Like, luckily, we pulled back and, oh, it's just, and he started, like he said, like, F you to me when I said not going to the hill typically loses. That's a true statement. But WZ-111-5A is to blame too. Like, he's right up there. Luckily, I got some heat loaded in this thing. Oh god, no, that's not good. Lorraine just got taken out. I'm gonna go for a little bit of a swim here. Hopefully I can track this guy. No, he can just derp right through me. It's just... yeah. Oh my god. Hey, he got Artie. Congratulations. I'm actually curious if they win this. Honestly. So I'm gonna, it's 8 o'clock, I'm gonna start a giveaway here. Got 5 minutes and winner gets 500 Levi biscuits. But I really hope they win this because I actually had a pretty decent game. I got what, 4,300 damage. Granted, yeah, I wouldn't have got about half of that if I wasn't chucking heat rounds, but eh, it happens. I'm still leaving these guys on my blacklist because basically, like, not wanting to push the hill. Fine with that. You don't have to do that, of course. Not everyone should do it either. But JPZ 100, he could have just, you know, hung around here, took some shots on them pushing, which would have, they would not have pushed down on him. They would have died taking, you know, 1k damage a hit. And, you know, instead of going all the way, you know, he didn't encounter anyone till here, like 3-4 minutes into the match. You know, he could have just, you know, it made no sense. That's actually not a bad betting thing. I wonder if I can do a bet. Here we go. I could probably do it. Or no, the E75? No. I'll wait. That's actually a good option, Casper. I might do that for another match. I should do like, will we win or not, or something. I don't want to do it based off of players. I'm not like that. But I usually don't watch stand-up battles, but I'm hoping that this isn't going to take too much longer here. Your M48 honestly did a pretty damn good job. This is actually, it's still close. They're tied. Sorry if nobody likes watching and end of the games here. I typically don't do it, but this match, if they win this, I'm gonna be shocked. Like, I hope they win it, but no, I don't think they're gonna get it now. Hey, they've come full circle. They're back at the spawn. Hello, Eric. Nice to see you. It's all good though. But yeah, I ran away once I didn't have much HP. Unfortunately, we had a couple other people try to pull back. I don't know how many of them made it, but not contesting it at all is just, it's dumb because you don't spot them. You already can't get damage. Your people trying to shoot up on the hill can't get damage. It just doesn't make any sense not to contest the hill at all. It's perfectly fine running up there. Say if the E50M was up there with us and deciding it's not for you and running away. That's all right. But anyway, after this, Object 252U. Thanks, Eric. I say this is going to be in the Fussbot shop, even outside of Halloween. Alright, I guess at this point I kind of have to wait for it to end here. If I knew it was this long, I would have just went on to my next battle, but I was about to say, I know what he's trying to do. I think he has something with the edge of the map to where he has to be close to it. I know what this guy is trying to do, but I don't know how well it's gonna work here. Let's go camp. But he ran far away from the Panther 2 to where the Panther 2 is now stuck. WZ-111 5A is stuck because the E-100, more likely than not, is down in this area. No, he's actually there. I'm actually surprised he didn't spot him. It's a pretty damn big bush. So yeah, they've lost it now. It's just he ran away from the only person he had left, and he's putting himself up against the wall to where it can be good, but needed to kill the tanks before the enemy, the T-95, moved up. They, you know, they all can support each other now. Congratulations, Brian, on winning the raffle. The E-100, if he is WZ has heat, he can kill the E-100. He's spotting for Artie. E-100 though can just derp him with a HE round. But you can do it, E-100. God, the E-100's running away. What are you? Alright, now he's dead. Why didn't the E-100 just pull up and kill him? Like, he's reloading. Anyway, though, that match is now over. Watch, I'm gonna be like last place. Grant, we lost, so we're all technically last place. But anyway, defeat. Damage-wise, most on my team, and yeah. Again, their M48 did a really damn good job. I saw he was getting a ton of shots on us, and their JPZ and the other guys left remaining. Even though honestly, I usually don't name and shame people, but the JPZ 100 was alive for that long, and he only got 2 shots worth of damage. Even though he's top 3 damage, he only shot 5 total times in the match. Yeah, like that's not good. But anyway, the WZ, he still did damage, but you don't do it at the right time, and yeah, that's the thing, to where even the damage that I did, by the time I was dishing damage out, I was trying to make up for the fact that we were behind. So it's less useful for your team rather than, you know, getting early momentum and say pushing the hill and stuff like that. If you're trying to catch up to the enemy, it's a lot harder to actually make your damage count. So are you asking me, Labobo, why after my shot do I back up? If you're asking me personally why I do that, it's if I'm spotted right away and back up, it's harder for them to hit me. Like if I'm on I typically try to position myself like on small little inclines so I can pull back. I don't think I'll do that request, Casper. Okay, so 252U. This is actually gonna be... Hey, somebody bought the French TD. There's $100. Nothing wrong with it though. I think Wargaming, the way they marketed this it's skirting the edge in my opinion, as to, not to say money grab, but yeah. Wednesday, if you are interested in HD maps, Eric, take a peek at the Wednesday stream. First 2 hours are every single HD map on the sandbox server. I'm going to be prime target number 1 here, but this Lorraine I don't think is going to cut it. And we need at least one person kind of preoccupying them over here. Oh, this is going to be risky. He's throwing heat, of course, and I aimed a little bit too high and hit him on the upper hull. Come on, gun to press. Ah, no. This is going to get me in a lot of... I didn't want to pull down here. God, I missed again. Are you... I'm completely screwing this up. I might have to pop back into this because I shouldn't have took either one of these shots. Here we go. That's a little bit of help. Ooh, Lord. Here's a T-95. I don't even care if I get shot from my left. I rather would not get shot from a T-95 there. And I got hit by a Scorpion G. Yeah, I was very... honestly, I'm playing like crap tonight, but that was the worst thing I've done all night. I'll hop back into 252U after the prototype. I shouldn't... I had no intentions of pushing down off of that ridge, and yet I did exactly just that. Oh, well. Swing your fingers, don't freaking listen to your head. Hello, Dingo, nice to see you. Oh, the E100, he was just, I don't know. I think he was waiting for the other guy and he thought he reloaded quick. I don't know. Anyway, on to the T-28 prototype because that match, yeah, I need to erase that from my memory. Honestly though, tonight I'm like, ugh. It's one of those nights to where, not that work was terribly hard today, but after work, you know, typically I get to rest a little bit, but we had to take Levi to the groomers. That ate up a bit of time. I had to walk him, and I went over to my grandparents, so I haven't really had much time to like decompress from work. So yeah. Typically the days where you see me like 100% focused here is when I don't have to like run around like a crazy person. It's all coming to an end, hopefully. Sunday. It's our last day where we're consecutively open. Thank God. You can feel free to request tanks. I won't promise that I can get to them, Brian, but it is still open if you use the request command. Sear damage crit. Yeah. So they'll be saved on my screen here, and I'll add them up and pick from them if I have time. Alright, we have 3 people in the center, so we should be able to advance. You know, not at this very second, but... hit something there. If I had an AP round, that probably would have worked out better. HE travels pretty freaking slow. Alright, T-34, why are you here? Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit here. I'm not sure. Somebody requested a VW camper. I'll have to find a tank that resembles that. Alright, so they all disappeared very quickly. Bravo, team. I still have HE. Whoa, I did hit that Scorpion several times. I don't think anyone else shot him. He wasn't spotted there. I'm actually fairly impressed with that. Unfortunately, Brian, I don't have a T10. If you're asking for the T10 heavy, I don't have that. Sorry. If you want a different tank, though, I do have a tank request list. It's in my video description. I'll take you over to my website, WoTkuru.com. Or if you pick another tank, I'll let you know if I have it or not. He flipped over. Alrighty then, so after this I'm going into the Object 252U again, because that first match was a lesson of what never to do. And I have a T-55A, I have a Ryan's pick, not sure what I'm going to pick for that yet. Deciding, do I want to fight a T-57 head on? Why not? What's the worst that can happen? A lot could actually happen, but thank you very much, Eric, for the tip. I'm glad he liked the blind shots. Thank you again. Hello, Graham C. Strike fear into the T-57. He's probably reloading. Anyway, not really lighting the scoreboard up here, but the win. Alright, yep, did get the Pascucci's medal. Master Bets, how did I get a third class here? The prototype's not that bad of a tank. I'm honestly, yeah, maybe it's because I did 1500. I was looking at the damage without the blind shots. I did a total of, what, 836. I penned him once. I don't know how many times I actually hit him, but anyway. Blind shotting works sometimes. If you have nothing else to shoot at, might as well be throwing some HE shells or, even standard rounds at something. As long as you're not, like, getting yourself spotted and killed, of course. So we have a 252U here. I should have time to get to the Leopard light tank. The disco theme, it's this is basically a Halloween costume. The Indian Panzer, sure. Which, next time if you use any commands, you don't have to put a space after exclamation marks. But I got it here. So something like this would work. Alright, 252U tier 10. I'm actually gonna head up here because there's no arty. But it's Halloween! God, I should probably try to drive here. You can see Levi's nice smooth haircut there.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy.
Ryan, what tank would you like me to play?
Don't know.
Pick a tank I've talked about before.
You act like I remember the names of tanks you talk about.
Pick a type of tank.
I literally remember the name Mouse because it's
there we go. We're playing.
And I remember the name Sherman because I just watched that movie the other day.
We're gonna play the Mouse, and it's not itty bitty. It's the second largest tank in the game.
Okay, well Mouse is itty bitty. So screw you.
Okay, so we're playing the Mouse. Hello, Dead Kennedy. Nice to see you. Hopefully it doesn't get cold here soon, because Levi's literally got no hair. Grant, we got plenty of little jackets and stuff for him. It's probably gonna be another... Only bad if I get stuck out here. Let's say I'm confident once I get down here, there's a bunch of little nooks and crannies that I can get behind. I don't know what that guy was thinking. That was my last match, honestly. I was the Centaurian one. He's like, I'm just gonna stroll out here. No, you shouldn't do that. Tank is not for...
Can you please taste this and tell me if it's mine or yours?
Sure. I think that's yours.
Okay.
Oh god. Thanks, yeah, that's mine.
Okay.
I did not swallow right. Struggling to drive and function here. Why are you throwing heat? Are you kidding me? That's just... This is annoying. Like, there, take that HE shot. And I blocked your heat shell with my frickin' gun. Like, are you kidding me? I don't even know where he just hit me all those times. Right through the front or something, but... Or no, I didn't block him. He shot me right through the frickin' gun. That pisses me off. Come on. Like, that just... Yep. Screw you, Joe Mama. He's probably just gonna come back and do the same thing. More heat shells right in our face. Which we've basically lost. Our entire base is dead. And yeah, of course I'd bounce. Honestly, I'd try it again on the 252U, but it ain't working right now. Sorry, I did forget to tip Levi a biscuit. Again, sorry. Today's one of these days I'm just, I'm kind of, you know, like drained. I've been up since 3 AM too, which hasn't really helped. There we go. Let's say I wanted to die there, but it's just... Nights where I'm not on top of things is really hard at times to... I haven't played a 252U in a while. I was struggling finding a spot there for it. It didn't help though. Here you go. Says thank you very much for the biscuit. Didn't really help though that we were getting chucked with heat right through the frickin' turret every single time on a tank with not very good accuracy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna say definitely I can't take any more requests here. I'm gonna do my best to get to everything that's up here right now. Just looking at the time. And if I do have any time after the Shrub 103 0, I'm just gonna be doing grinds. But my next stream, you know, it's gonna be Sunday, 7 to 9. It's the same time here. It's not the hair right now. It's just, honestly, I have a headache, and I very rarely have headaches. It's not the bandana either. It's just, this morning started out like 3. Tomorrow's my last 3 AM day of the year, hopefully. and it was raining with like 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts, trying to get Levi to walk outside to, you know, use the bathroom for about a half hour, and he wasn't having it, because both Ryan and I had to work this morning. So yeah, that just kind of, I like starting the days off nice. So are you gonna stop? Please don't stop. Thank you. But anyway, all is well. I'm just wishing I had a little bit more, say, RNG on my side. I know it's not RNG, I'm not picking the right spots to where the enemy is going. Like right now with no arty, I specifically pushed there with the WZ-111-14 because I like fighting out in this area when there aren't any SPGs. Even though this doesn't have the ton of gun oppression, you can still fire somewhat safely. I'm gonna skirt the edge of what is safe right now. What tank am I grinding? Basically the same tank still, just not the Batchat 12T. So I got the T49, RU-251, that's my longest grind still left. And the AMX 1390 are my main ones. There's a Leopard Prototype A too. I didn't need heat there. British T-line, honestly, the changes they made to them, they're going to be pretty damn fun to play. They're not going to be the most practical tanks, honestly. It's going to be really hard to say do well solo in them, unless your team's working out pretty well. But they definitely, you know, they're getting buffed pretty well. I just hope I think the Conway is honestly going to turn out a little bit overperforming unless they change it before it reaches the live server. Hello, Carl. Oh, I know. Honestly, I can't wait to get on the new grinds. Like, I got the AMX 30, of course, between last stream and this one. T49 is going to be finished next, and yeah, I was really hoping that I can squeeze in like a grind here off stream to where I can just use a 200% booster, just smash out a ton of battles in the tanks that I'm grinding. I might be able to do that sometime soon. I don't think before next stream on Sunday though. But I would be able to finish basically, you know, the Sheridan grind, the Leopard 1 grind. I could get both of them done, definitely. But it's the last week here where I'm gonna basically drain from work in a way. It's like Rich, I don't think he's watching tonight, but he just left a few days ago from Cape May. But this October, basically the hotel, my family's hotel, it's full again, which even my aunt's like this has never happened. Like, town's busy, which is definitely good for business, you know. It's hard in a way to catch up on things. Like, we had to order a bunch more stuff, plan for things, you know, put people on the schedule. Little tactical tracking there. It's just, you know, when you're closing and going down to weekends, you really need to ramp down how much food you have and stuff hanging around, to where, like, I spent most of today just like organizing and like cataloging everything. That way we make sure we have enough food for tomorrow night through Sunday morning. Yeah, this is gonna be a blast. Not. At least we should win here. If we get 3 on the cap. Did 2800 damage, 1200 block, but I was kind of hoping I'd have at least like a person kind of sniping behind me, but once I got up on the hill, I wasn't going to be able to get away. Alright, so Ryan's choice was the mouse. We go for this tank. I was about to say, the chair, I think, honestly, like wargaming buffing the, say the lightly armored British TDs, which it basically is, they're actually not underperforming as far as like the damage that they're doing, their win percentages and stuff. It's just nobody's playing them because they're not that popular. So with them buffing them, they're already pretty decent tanks, not always the best with fitting into today's game, and they die very quickly, so they're hard to play, but they're definitely making them a lot better to where, like, I was interested in getting up to the tier 9 Conway, eventually grinding that line, where now, you know, the FV 4005 stage 2, that's on the table now. Like, that was the only line where, outside of also the, it's escaping me here. Sorry, I honestly forgot the name. Object 263, yeah. The Russian TD. That was the only other line to where I wasn't gonna push after the Object 704. They're the two tier 10s I would say, you know, that I didn't really have an interest in getting. That's a possibility, Mojo. My problem is, you know, if I hit the stream button, I'd kind of expect myself to talk, you know? That way, you know, people aren't like popping in and kind of confused why I'm not saying anything. Honestly though, if I'm not like, say streaming and stuff and I'm playing tanks, I either have like another stream up here or I have like Spotify up playing music just to help keep me like focused in a way. I'm kind of surprised too, Eric. Yeah. Honestly, you guys have seen it at times where, you know, I'm kind of like a zombie in a way. But made it through it. By next stream, I will have my new streaming schedule up. More likely than not, I might add, you know, one extra day here to begin with, but at the very least, some streams are going to get longer because I'm only going to be working mainly weekends. Outside of Thanksgiving week, I'm going to have to make a special schedule for that. But there should be at least one extra morning stream, but I'll have that figured out by Sunday. Object 268. Thanks, Mojo. I knew I got that wrong. But yeah. Maybe I should blame it on the hippie costume now. Honestly, with how I'm playing, I'm actually kind of terrified, even though there is an arty, that I'm gonna completely screw this up for my team. I know I'm pulling in front there. I'm actually not gonna fall back because I'm fairly confident that I can bounce quite a few of these shots. Yeah. Like usually it's weird. My normal wake up time's 4 a.m. And I typically go to bed around, you know, 9:30, 10 p.m. I'm completely fine with that, but getting up at 3, it's just such a difference. Like, hey little dog, hi. He still isn't used to this wig. He was kind of freaking out when I put it on. It's just such a difference to where even if I go to bed like half hour earlier, I'm just like drained, like mentally. Like I'm always tired physically because I'm sprinting around the freaking kitchen like lifting, like most things in kitchen, oh, I missed out, are between 30 and 50 pounds. So I'm just like running back and forth, like putting things away, stocking stuff. That was a big no-no that I just did. And this as well. Why am I pushing out here? Yep, especially with someone chucking APCR. My team's pushing up though, so I'm gonna stick here because I can bounce a gold round from E75 if I'm actually ready for it. But we do need to do something. There we go. T-30's moving up. Not the dirt. There we go. Oh crap. And I frickin' shot my own teammate. Yeah. Anyone watching this that typically doesn't watch me, like, yeah, today's an off day. You can tip him in the first spot if you have enough Levi biscuits, dead Kennedy. Right now I'm not taking any more tank requests if anyone else is trying to request anything. Sorry, I don't have too much time left on the stream. Which I'm going to try to get to all the tank requests, but I can't promise that I will. Like I definitely need to get to bed like by like 9:30 because I have another 3 a.m. day ahead of me here. And tomorrow is actually going to be not busy people-wise at work, but a lot of prep I've got to do. We're in a Victorian hotel, you know, / restaurant, to where they finally have everything planned out, ready to where after we close on Sunday, they're actually ripping an entire section of the wall of our kitchen off and rebuilding all the windows, wall, down, you know, floor to ceiling, to where so much I've got to move around and plan for. That way I'm not running around at the last minute. It's a pretty big undertaking, you know? It's honestly the biggest change that they've are planning to do in, like, I would say 10-15 years. By next year our whole kitchen's more or less going to be not completely rebuilt, but definitely right now it's not insulated, which is the problem because it's so old. It's gonna feel brand new though. At least we had a good team here, because I don't know how I just bounced that, but I've definitely not exactly played very well here. See ya, Mad Dog. Joel, I should say. Have a nice one. Honestly, no time for baths for me, but thank you. Thanks for tipping, Levi. Yep, he's right here waiting for his stuff. The hair is slowly enveloping me. Oh god. Yeah. You pointing right at me. Hi Uber, nice to see you. Glad you like the stream. Work does suck. Honestly, pretty much everyone is excited to get a few days off to where, you know, the place isn't open. If you need to update it, you just do ! I think it's update username, no spaces. And it will update to your current name automatically. Thanks for tipping, Levi, too. I'm glad you like my new gig here. I would say that this is definitely going to make me never want to grow my hair below my ears ever. Alright, I'm going to try to, you know, I'm not going to be able to angle against him. If he shoots me, I'm dead. Alright, maybe I should stop though so I'm aimed in. Yeah. Ooh, if he misses me though, I'm alive. Somehow though, I've made so many mistakes this match. I did 3k damage, 3200 spotting damage. I don't feel like I deserve that, but hey. If I went to work dressed like that, I'm pretty sure a few people would probably have a heart attack. It's update. Is it update name? I thought it was update username. Here you go, buddy. You get 2 biscuits. People really like you. But we got a Master Badge 2nd class, Steel Wall, Confederate Award. Yeah, honestly, bravo team. They did all the heavy lifting there. I was just along for the ride. So we have a VW camper request. Let's see. What tank do I think looks most like a VW camper? I'm just gonna go with the E25. It's German. Screw it. Alright. Alright, so after this I have the Tier 5 Leopard, an Indian Panzer, and a Strev 1030. Again, I'm going to do my best to get to all of them. If I can't get to all of them, feel free to request them next stream. I'm going to try my best to get to them all though. I'd rather be attacking here, but here goes nothing. Some people are probably going to disagree what I'm about to do in this thing, but doing it anyway. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have that one. It did come to mind. I'm 80% sure this is going to work. Never mind, there's nobody actually behind me. Spot it, they're already... Come on, guys. Do it. Thank you, LEFH. That is awesome. Mission successful. Waking up easier? Honestly, I have like 30 alarms set, no joke. I even have one that goes underneath our mattress that shakes my side of the bed. The only way I can not fall back to sleep is if I immediately get out of bed and jump into a shower. I'm honestly, outside of work, I am not a morning person. But I would say the way that I'm able to actually do this schedule is I take like a 1/6 of a melatonin tablet, honestly, every night, like well below the minimum thing you would ever expect to take from them. And that helps me just, you know, fall asleep easy when I want to and stay asleep without waking up at all. But once my alarm goes off, up and ready to go, and I'm not drowsy once I hop into my shower. Alright. Oh god. No, 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 no. I screwed this up so bad. Thank you, tank. Trap. The German TDs are on the horizon eventually once I grind through all these tanks. I would definitely say get a sleep schedule and kind of stick with it. I screw mine up all the time to where, like, some nights if I don't have to work the next day, I'll be up till, like, you know, like midnight or something, and it just kills me. But I tried to spot early here, just because I knew I was fast enough and the enemy wasn't going to be able to do too much about it. But fortunately it killed their arty. I didn't directly kill their arty, but I spot it for our SPG. That was my plan. Rather than sit in the back and be useless for the first minute, you know, this thing can scout pretty damn well. Part of the reason why it's a little bit broken. It can do more than just a typical TD. Me and steroids do not mix. I had to take some when I got stung in the eye by a wasp or a bee, to where I was actually like, what is it, cellulitis or something around my eye, and it was swollen like a softball for a week in the hospital. Couldn't see, thought I was gonna be blind. And they gave me a ton of that stuff to fix it. I was messed up. It all worked out though. They made me feel definitely funky though, being on them. I give up. I gave him my one shot. I'm gonna go pick on a bishop. Melatonin, it's all natural. It's honestly what your body produces to help regulate your sleep cycle to begin with. But it can make you have some crazy dreams, which is why I take, like, literally the smallest piece I can knock off of a tablet. I don't think I'm gonna survive this. Nope, 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 nope. Thank you. Well, I was riding a bike with sunglasses and something flew behind. It was a bee or a wasp, one of the two. And it stung the crap out of, yeah, everything. Which is why I think it was a wasp, because bees don't really sting more than once. Anyway, though, Master Bad Start class, top 2 damage. Nice little quickie there. So I got the little leopard light here. Up in this little guy. Trying to get to all the requests here. I'm probably a little bit tired too, because yesterday I was gardening at like 7:30 at night in the dark with a little headlamp on, trying to finish around a couple trees in my front yard. Things I do. It's thanks for posting a picture on Discord of me. Oh Lord. Honestly, once I see him, there's a guy at work where his brother he does crazy tie-dye shirts. I'm actually gonna ask him if he can make like one that has a tank or something on it, like a shape. He's a pretty cool guy. Unfortunately, he wasn't there today. I plan on leaving this up, and just like my like chef uniform one and the Christmas one, I plan on leaving this up in the chatbot shop, since this is pretty easy for me to get on and off, which was, you know, kind of the requirement. Brian picked this out, so a requirement that I need it. Can't really spend like 10 minutes getting into a costume midstream. They have a lot of TD. God. Yeah. Oh Lord, he's gonna get me. Ooh, maybe not. I should not have rammed him. Obviously, that was not my goal. I know I turned into him, but I was actually thinking that he was gonna pass me. The reason I push this hard though is they have a lot of TDs, to where I don't think they're gonna put that many tanks up here. 64 HP, what could go wrong? Oh lord, a lot actually if I get hit here. That guy. Whoa. What are you doing in my building? What car I drive? A Nissan, or no. I was gonna say Nissan Xterra, that was my first car. Subaru Forester. Oh god. He's got a very quick gun. So why don't I plink him and get his attention? That makes sense, right? Oh, the M44 got me. Out of all things. Well, this was a fun, quick match, but unfortunately I don't think we're gonna win this. Alright, so Indian Panzer up here. Sorry for whoever had requested that. I definitely didn't do very well of not ramming that guy. Indian Panzer's up here. Strev 1030. My next battle in the Strev, unless this goes for whatever reason like 15 minutes, which typically on this map it doesn't, I'll be doing another raffle here at the end. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and bearing with a little bit of my gameplay tonight. It's 2 years old. What year? I guess 2015. Honestly, me and cars, I don't care too much about cars, honestly. Went with something that's not overpriced and has a ton of bell and whistles. I don't need that stuff. Subaru was perfect for that. Thanks for tipping Levi again, Uber. He's still back there. I can't really see out of the corner of my eye with this on. I say the guy I work with, the tie-dye guy, he's 150% hippie. He's a nice guy though. Alright, what am I gonna come across that completely kills me here? Nothing. Okay. A little anticlimactic. Whew. JC the Menace, you're a menace to yourself, it seems like. Alright, I'm gonna completely pull 180 here. I don't know what you're doing, but there's no way that you're gonna be able to make that shot. I should have went, honestly, where the VK101P is, that's typically the route I like to fight on this map. You guys probably notice I have like specific spots that I tend to cherry pick depending on what is on my team and enemy team, to where I think you get the most out of them across most matches. So hello Lemoncello, sorry I'm not this is actually the end of the stream too. I have one more battle after this. If you ever, you know, want to know if I'm platooning or not, just take a look in the upper right hand corner of the stream. Sometimes I forget to say that tank requests are full, but I usually have if it's solo or platooning or not. Oopsie daisy. I might as well. Trying to, yeah, thanks. You're actually a good teammate, Oni. Fortunately, it's not going to do you much good, because Tiger's still going to die. Oh god. Flip by him. Come on, VK. What are you doing, dude? Like, thanks for... Now, he's blocking me. Thank you. But, like, he just took, like, a rush shot on Oni. Alright, Oni can die now. It's all good. Honestly, I can't see out of my left eye. I knew he couldn't one-shot me, but I was hoping to get a shot on him in return, and that obviously did not happen. This is not going well. At least for my little area here. The VK is taking a lot of the heat for us because the TD shot heat at me. Get it? I'm very bad at jokes. There's not too much of a secret, honestly. Encounter. Most maps, I would say, don't play the objective. It's kind of designed to pull you out and die. Alright, you guys are either going to try to kill me, or you're going to reset the cap. You can't do both. They're already just decided to try to kill me instead of resetting their cap. That's a big no-no, because he could have splashed them. The GW has enough splash to be able to reset them, and he decided to try to shoot me. Thank you, GW. You just lost the game for your team. They're calling me Ryan. But encounter, more or less, if you look at most encounter maps, they're set up in a way to where the objective's not always the most important area. I would say the exception to that is encounter on mines. You don't see it a lot, honestly, compared to others, but it makes sense to play the encounter area on that, the cap circle, because it's in the town. But most encounter matches are set up to where, you know, say both teams spawn north to south, counter cap circles over here. You usually don't want to go over there because most of the fighting, this is really bad, you know, example here as far as my hands. I should do peace signs instead. To where it's better off to kind of fight and try to kill the enemy team, get a leg up, and then, you know, you can worry about the cap later. That's typically how most matches boil down to. It's, you know, it's kind of a trick because the encounter cap takes a very long time unless you put 3 people on it. Then it's, you know, marginally marginally, I can't talk right now, doable, but you're better off just kind of brawling it out. Sorry. Obviously Cody with long hair is not good at World Tanks. Which, thank you very much, Eric and Labobo again for the tips, guys. I really appreciate it. Set up a little bit too late. Little low. They're pushing good. I know I can shoot through this building eventually. Randall did, I believe. I knew someone was gonna get it, honestly. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. Honestly, I like it. You know, your matches, yes, you do get funky ones with, say, Assault and Encounter enabled, because teams don't always play them 100% right. But to me, it's a nice little shake-up from standard battles. But Encounter, I would say you basically play it, you know, straight on kind of 1v1, you know, the teams against one another, to where the teams that typically get a leg up, like take for example Mount Oak Encounter, you want to win the hill. Himmelsdorf Encounter, you want to win the hill. Ensk Encounter, you pretty much drive straight ahead and you win that initial big brawl. Like that's kind of what wins those matches. Where Assault, it's a little bit different, to where you do have to play the objective a little bit, because you can get capped out pretty quickly. But yeah, I do think it's pretty fun now. That was a very, very bad choice. The 704 I wasn't exactly expecting. Thank you, Labobo, for another tip. And thank you, The Ghost, for another tip, guys. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Which let me, thanks for reminding me, too. I shouldn't die here. Another giveaway here. Which I'll select like 2 or 3 winners here out of this raffle. A light tank push to the bridge. You can shoot through it, yes, if you go over to like A1, A2. But there's not enough cover if you're shooting from this way, and you have people here shooting it, and you're already can hit under it if you have already. The bridge spot, it's useful, but I don't like going there early on like some people do. Because if you're against a decent team, it's very easy just to take them out and kill them. I would use the bridge later on. But you don't counter it by pushing into it or trying to sit directly near the base as a standard tank, unless you're back in like A6. If I had more HP, I'd be poking up here a little bit more, but at 704 wrecked me. There's some sort of hard cover. There's the 704 now. Risky. Ugh. Down by 1 tank too. I'm trying not to die. It depends. It depends on how many fast tanks they have that are able to get to the little, what is it, E1 spot. If they don't have much tanks that are as fast as their light, yes, it is safe to push. But usually, me going this side, I push and I end up right about here. Because if the enemy is pushing hard, they can kill you quicker here. But if you sit here, most of the time, your team has better shots if they're trying to crest over on you. Usually that's where you see me going to medium or light, is basically the backside of this hill, right where those bushes are behind me. You know, it doesn't mean you're going to survive by any means, but it's easier for you to spot the enemy back here. Whereas if you're back in A1, you can't spot the people on this hill. But then again, I do put myself in spots a lot to where even if, you know, I die, I hope that I inflict enough damage, you know, through assist damage and a little bit of damage I do on myself, than if I was in a safer spot. Which, anyway. I'm trying to be able to get shots here, but it's just hard because the 704 can overmatch me. That helps out a little bit. Ooh, nice little ammo rack there. This is definitely gonna be my last match though, guys. On a roll. They got a little bit impatient here, it looks like. Yeah, hopefully this does not get me killed. I don't think I have 6th Sense on this crew. I might though. Most of my Swedish crews have my personal missions crews in them, so they typically have good crew skills, but sometimes I butcher them. They get broken apart. I guess we get spotted here. God. Here we go. Whew. Slowly making things happen here. Enemy is just giving me shots though, to be honest. Don't die, T-49. Gag Tiger 8.8. I'm somewhat confident in facing. Here we go. Congratulations, Dead Kennedy, for winning the raffle. Once I end this battle, I'll select a couple more here. I'm thinking I'm definitely gonna get my butt on cap. So far so good. I'm a little bit afraid though. If the 110 came back, we're gonna have some trouble, but the T-54 lightweight, I don't know how much HP he has. Here we go. Plus I'm terrified of pudding. I'm just kidding. Oh god. And I ran into a silo. Awesome. Whew. Thank God that was a T-54 lightweight and not an actual T-54. I think we got this, but we still haven't seen that 110 in a while. The Type 59 doesn't have a strong enough engine to get back up the ridge line. Pretty nice way to end the stream now. It only took me, what, 2 hours to be able to get into the swing of things here. Long at last. Thank you for this Shrub 103 request, though. I haven't played that in a while. The ghost is back. Anyway, Master Vaz 2nd Class, Top Gun Award. Almost finished this Halloween weekly, but I'll knock that out next time. Anyway, Streb 103, Top Gun, pretty decent match here. Thanks again for requesting that, and yeah, thank you very much for the tips, guys. I'm gonna draw a couple winners here. Congratulations, Victor, and also Casper on winning the 2 more raffles here. My next stream's gonna be Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and by then I'll know my next stream schedule. I'll definitely be streaming Wednesday morning, unless something pops up, but I'll be adding, you know, at least 1 more stream day. So yeah, I guess I did forget that as well in the loyalty. No, there's no Top Gun shop. Top Gun biscuit shop thing yet. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you guys around. Have a good night.